Hello YouTube, Robin Hood Bricks here, and it's Brick Haul O'Clock with an absolutely vast package from a subscriber, and yes, one of my own from bricklink.com to go through. Awesome! Right, well, as I say, this box is absolutely massive. So I've got it on the floor to my side, just opened, haven't gone through it yet. And there is a little message on this lovely tiger postcard, which looks like it's been coloured in actually. Hello, Robin. I'm giving you these Lego sets in the hope you'll be able to use them in your city, big or small. Hope you like them. Amy from Liverpool. Thank you very much, Amy. Very generous indeed. And just a vast amount of Lego I can see already. So first of all, we've got some Bionicle sets, it looks like, if that's what's actually in them. Yep, so there's a Bionicle chap. They've all got names. Can't see his on there anywhere. Is that him? Luanuva. So there we go, one of those. In fact, we've got another one. Oh, this one is Pohuatu Nuva. And he's got very interesting sort of, I don't know, that almost looks brown or sort of metallic brown face there, and some weapons. Might be able to use those weapons on submarines under the sea. You never know. What else have we got? Oh, a great big bag here. Oh, I think we're going to have to open this, don't you? Lots of good stuff. Oh, I like these. These came from the old sort of Harry Potter sets, didn't they? The lovely sort of roof pieces in this sand green. I think they'd look really good on the top of castle turrets. Maybe there'd be a gateway in the new brick Nottingham, and that would be either side of the road with a great big arch in between or something like that. Or even just in the old town, maybe on sort of a corner turret building or something like that. They look lovely. I look forward to using those. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen a door quite that big that isn't sort of Belleville or something like that. Is that official Lego even? I suppose it must be, but I really don't recognise it. You'll have to tell me where that's from. I'm going to have to look it up in the catalogue. Might be another one of these old Harry Potter sets, but that is a lovely door, isn't it? Wow, I really like that. I'm sensing that might be quite hard to come by, having never seen it before in my life. And it's against the sort of dark bluish grey frame. So yeah, that will help me decide how I'm going to use that. We've got the sort of smaller frames, and oh, let's tip this all out in what look like old brown. So these sets must be relatively old. Oh golly, what's this? Is that a motor? Oh, is it a wind-up motor? Hold on. Yeah, something like that, isn't it? We've got a axle hole there. I don't think that's a button. Hold on, let me just see if I can get that off. Yeah, that's just a plate. Yeah, it's kind of, I don't know what that is. Some sort of gearbox or something like that in clear. You'll have to tell me again in the instructions. I'm really intrigued by that. Put some motion in there and you get some motion out of there. So it must do something else. Must change it to make it spin even faster or even slower or something like that. But yeah, it looks almost like a wind-up motor. So that's very interesting. Oh, a black cloak. We can use that in the city. This is another sort of mechanical piece. You turn this and it changes its direction by 90 degrees. I'll tell you what, that would have been really useful when I was doing a fairground to do a right turn like that so smoothly. Oh, wow. Look at that. That's really good. I wonder if it changes the speed as well. I'm going to have really good fun playing with that. Thank you very much for that, Amy. Got a black trike. Very nice. Lots of big tyres. Oh, there's a bloke there. I think that's a Harry Potter torso with kind of a decorated, what is that? It's not really a waistcoat, is it? It's almost like sort of, I don't know, beginnings of a robe or something like that. We've got another one here. Is this Malfoy or something? I've got so little knowledge of this, but it is all from basically looking at these sets in halls and things like that. But he's got a very sparkly green torso and cape. Really nice face. I don't have that. Have to check all these out in the catalogue. At least they're yellow skin, so I can definitely use them. We've got another flag like I used in my golf course. Another person here, Octan torso, but with a Harry Skywalker head. Some nice sort of gold keys. There's 3 of those. Very nice. Ooh, and that's a skirt piece with, what's that hanging off it? Sort of, I don't know, bangles of some sort. Very nice. Might be able to use that in my castle scene. There's another sort of mechanical motor. Now I think this one is a sort of push back and let go one, but it is quite slow. That's quite interesting, actually. More interesting than I thought. That's more things to play with and have fun and try and understand. There's a nice shelf there with a skull on and loads of potions and lotions. Another person here in school uniform of Slytherin, I think in this case, which is the female school in my city. So I'll be able to use that. I'll just have to change it to a girl. And a nice sort of a wizard's cloak with the stars on there. More of those. Oh, we've got an owl, a very old brown owl. Very nice. A couple of heads. Oh, even more keys. One attached to the sprue still. A TV torso. Yeah, this is really cool. Oh, there's another one. Oh, this is the glow-in-the-dark fella. I just got that head very recently, didn't I? I've forgotten his name already. Is it the Slytherin guy? Anyway, he's got his cloak and his robes. It kind of looks like a purple, I don't know, long house coat, I'm going to call it. But there we go. So he's got glow-in-the-dark head and just grey hands. So yeah, you've... Oh, and another one. Two of those, or at least part of a second one. So you're really offloading your potentially very valuable Harry Potter collection here. And a fire chief. Oh, and there's a torso I haven't had before, I don't think, with this blue jumper. Very nice indeed. Well, you've been very generous already, Amy, but it is not even remotely over because there's a load in here. We've got a Harry Potter leaflet. I do like these because it shows all the sets all together. Look at that. Oh, no, it's ripped. Oh, well, but you get the idea. Look at that. So that must be kind of first generation, I suppose, if everyone's got yellow skin. Very nice indeed. I kind of preferred it when Lego Star Wars was skin tones as well, but hey ho, that's long distant now. We've got another barnacle. This one is Korak, and he's got very nice sort of cutting sort of blade arms. I like those very much. They definitely could go on some sort of industrial weed whacker, couldn't they? And then we've got a fourth one, which is called Golok Karl, and he's got, well, big teeth, basically. I don't know if they glow. That'd be interesting if they do. What else have we got? Oh, we got a great big bag of old dark grey and new dark grey and lots and lots of little bricks in old grey. This is going to be great for the expanded brick Nottingham Castle. Oh, yes. I don't think I'll tip this one out. Maybe I'll just open it and see if there's any real gold in it. Got some nice big bricks in here and arches and all sorts. That'll be good just for some structural work somewhere. And spider's webs in two different greys for somewhere really dingy and dark. What else have we got? There's another big structural brick. These will be good in the cabinet, actually. Holding up some great big areas. Yeah, there's another one. Really big, really useful. Very nice indeed. I saw something and now I can't find it. As is always the way. Oh, it's another one of those revolving door frames. I thought it might be something slightly more interesting than that. But yeah, we've got curved cylinder pieces. Oh, there it was. That's the one I saw. So this is another doorway. Can you attach a door into it? I'm not sure if you can. Oh, yes, you can on the reverse. I think those two clips will take a door. So we'll have to see that, or a pair of doors. Oh, it's probably those arch ones, like the green ones. I've got the harbour. That looks really good. But we've got a bit of sort of rock relief on the front and around the top of the arch there. And then we can attach two flaming torches or something like that to light it. So that's a really good way into a tower. I've actually got that on my wanted list. So that is a really good piece for me, Amy. But then so are all of these small pieces. I mean, they all add up to pounds and pennies when I'm trying to build a great big castle. So yeah, that is much appreciated. Then, oh, we're about halfway. Let's see. Oh, lean over here. We've got loads of red and tan. Long tan bricks. That would be really useful if I get the university into the new city. Kind of ran out of room in Brick Nottingham 1.0, and clearly you had one of the Hogwarts Express trains, because we've got all the stickers showing there, and the platform 9 and 3/4, of course, which is where Ron Solo lands the Millennium Falcon, isn't it? So there we go. And some old window pieces as well. That's interesting. I like that. Is that the sort of... Oh, yeah, because if all the train windows are in here, we'll have some good train window pieces as well. Yeah, there they are. Look. Oh, train windows are always good because they've sort of got this extra sort of thick edge, if you sort of mean. So if I do a red building, then I can give them these windows just for a slightly different shape. So yeah, old doors, even some big columns. Really nice. Okay, so I'm not going to tip all that out, otherwise it'll start rolling off my desk. There's so much of it. But let's throw that on top of Robin. Ugh, there we go. Everything falling down already. Then we've got another mixed bag. Wow, wow, wow. Look at this. Tons of stuff. Wow, this really is mixed. So what else have we got? We got a clock face on a dish piece. Must have been on one of those clock towers. That's very nice indeed. We've got some more minifigures. We've got a diver's one, a fireman, another school uniform, this time Gryffindor. I'm learning, I'm getting there. Scorpion racer, a shark racer. I have to use all those races on the racetrack idea that I had planned. There's Princess Hermione, and is that H? That's the Hufflepuff one, isn't it? I think I've said them all now. Shows that I know what I'm talking about. Oh no, there's a fourth one, isn't there? Anyway, there is what looks like a pirate. Very nice. And oh, I think we've already seen the dress piece for that one. So we've got both halves of her. That's nice. We've got one of those secret revolving doors, and this one, ooh, has got the hologram of Harry Skywalker holding up that gem. That's a really good effect, actually, isn't it? Whoop, there it is. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, very nice. I don't think I'm going to be able to use that, given that it's so Harry Pottery, but it's cool, isn't it? Yeah. Wow. Very generous indeed. What else have we got in here? We've got a purple person with a different torso. So these torsos are going to add a lot more variety to my city. There's another Optown one. Ooh, a kind of statuey, ghosty type guy. You'll have to tell me in the comment section who he is. Very interesting. Another school uniform. That looks like an explorer to me, and a mean one at that. Oh, he's called something like Angry Pancho or something like that from my memory anyway. Some other bricks and arches and treasure chests. What else have we got in this one? Lots of black plates. These are still really useful. I was just designing something last night that used a load of black plates. So, I've just lost something. Oh, one of those stick things in black. I don't think I've ever had that before. Don't know why I'd want one in black, but yeah. Oh, some frames. The 5 tall frames. Actually need some of those for something as well, actually. Good timing. What else we got in here that's interesting? Oh, golly, great big black train base. I think that's a 24 long one. Nice. Should be able to use that. Oh, we've got 2 of those. Ah, well, these will be from that Hogwarts Express, of course, won't they? Oh, lovely big base there. What's that? 6, 12, 14. I wanted a 16. I still need a 16. Come on, is this a 16? Ah, it's another 14. Just double check. 5, 10, yeah, 14. Because I'm doing some more train wagons, as per usual. And then, yeah, loads of fence pieces. There's another minifigure. Which is another interesting top with a jacket and jumper. For Harry. And that looks about all the interesting pieces to pull out. But there's... Oh, no, we've got some Ron Solo hair. And another school uniform. And a green hat for a wizard. That'll be good for my castle scene. Oh, we've got a purple wizard's hat as well. So there's a person with... I think that's a normal city shirt. But there's the purple or dark pink or magenta. They're all so similar. Wizard hat there. That's a really nice one, that. I should be able to use that. There's the Hogwarts Express train front. Bit of a torn one of those. Banners. And yeah, I'm going to call that all the interesting pieces in there, but that is really good. Really good indeed. Oh, we've even got some old school train buffers with the rotating magnets. Fantastic. Wow. This is absolutely filling my desk. Then we've got a few more Bionicles, it looks like. We've got whatever this is. Yep, him. That, whatever that is. So put that on there. We've got this fella. Ooh, that's what he looks like. He's saying, ooh. So, yeah, interesting leg pieces and so on. I'm not sure how much I can use some of these, but oh, he's got some sort of play feature there. Well, that's got me curious. I'm interested as to what that's supposed to do now. Sending me down a rabbit hole. And then we've got a great big guy here with that gunmetal colour again. That's a really nice colour. Yeah, I'm not really into Barnacle. I think it's just because it all came out when I wasn't Legoing, essentially. So, yeah, as a result, it never sort of kind of got my juices flowing. But, I mean, it really is quite sort of like Technic in a way. So I don't think I'd have got massively into it because, as you know, I'm a big city guy. I think this is the blade from one we saw earlier. So I think there's a few things to piece together. But, yeah, loads of great big bits and Technic pieces. Here's another starry cloak, and then we've got all the instructions at the bottom as well. So aim, and one more thing, a green base plate, which is just brilliant because I'm going to need loads more of these to go underneath all of my train tracks, and the fact that it's got a blemish, say, there and there, and a little one there, doesn't matter at all because half of it will be covered with train ballast. So what I usually do is just think, well, where's the train track going to go? What, there and there? Then sorted, I'll use it this orientation and it's absolutely perfect. So I'm going to need loads more of these if we're going to get all of the tables in Brick Nottingham 2.0 as full as the ones currently. So I think I've filled my entire screen here with bits and bobs, and there's still a few sort of scraps at the bottom of the bag. So fill that small section over there and then we're sorted. Yes, we now have a wall of Lego thanks to Amy. So thank you very much indeed for that. I'm going to pause now. I kind of shove this heat back a little bit so I can get on with my Bricklink package, but that is really generous. I'm very excited for all the minifigure pieces. I'm very excited for the big bag of grey, believe it or not. It looks boring, but it isn't to me. And I very much like these turret pieces, which were very opportune. And I think best of all, or at least the most interesting that I'm dying to sort of get playing with, are these two things. I love the fact that this is a 90-degree turn that I could use to power 2 rides or something underneath my fairground, which may even be able to get bigger in the new city, who knows. And this one, I don't even know what's going on. So, yeah, I'm very interested about that. So, yeah, fantastic. Oh, and that huge door. Very cool. Thanks, Amy. Well, what a great start from Amy there. Thanks again. I keep finding new pieces, including the door that just hinges on the back of that doorway piece. So that's really nice. Like that a lot. That's definitely getting used. And I do have 3 more packages received. So if you sent one, it will be coming in an upcoming brick haul. But, you know, there's just so much to go through with each of these. I'll be doing those in the next 3 hauls or maybe a couple together. And last time we got quite a few builds which are put together. Very nice indeed. We've got the great big Ninjago bike, which I like more than I thought I would actually. It's pretty cool and swishable. And you might want to hear that I did manage to get into this Jack Stone kind of siren box, so now it does work with that neon orange top there. Bit of a sort of, well, annoying siren, but it does require kind of braking to get into, so you have to get a knife in between that part and that part, very thin craft knife, and kind of cut away these sort of glued spots around the outside. So I'll probably have to put a tiny touch of glue on, super glue, just to get it back in position if I want to do that. And then, as if that wasn't enough to protect it from young fingers and mouths and so on, basically when you pull out the mechanism, it's very easy to get out. The battery is actually kind of glued and welded into position, so that to be pulled off with pliers and just a new one put in, but it's a very common battery type, so it was pretty easy really. So yeah, I've got that and I've got no idea where to use it, but now it's working. at least I can start thinking about how I might do it. Yeah, stop pressing that, Robin. That's getting annoying. Right, so let's move on to my Bricklink package. And the reason, or rather the name of the order this time, was billboards. And that's just because I kind of thought about something that I wanted to experiment with. Well, it's quite small, but I think it's all killer, so that's not a problem. Yeah, I was thinking about an idea for some Lego advert billboards around the city that would be completely unique to me. And in order to do that, I needed kind of a backdrop and some stickers to go on them. And because I only really like to use official stickers, I had to get creative. So shall we start there? That was essentially these two pieces, which are just the 6x8 slopes in white. And it looks like they're quite sun damaged. I don't know if that's going to work too well on both of these, but we'll see. At least that one's very yellowed. I might be able to unyellow it using the sort of reverse process of putting, what is it, hydrogen peroxide in sunlight. But in the UK, it's sunlight that we've got the least of. So anyway, so that one comes from the set 3309 head stand. Which isn't to do with standing on your head. It's a football set from 1998. And the other one is from a similar set, where it's some stanchions over another stand, the Fans Grandstand 3403 with scoreboard from 2000, with Zinedine Zidane there on the front of that box. So yeah, this one looks like it might work better. But again, it's a little sun damaged. Yeah, these are just very few and far between, really. Anyway, the idea was that I'd take off the sticker and just have a kind of big white backdrop to either use that way or that way. And it's to use those stickers that I sent in on previous hauls. I thought you could have something like, say, I don't know, a chauffeur and then a taxi sign or another sticker from another piece and kind of have him on there, or maybe sort of there. Next to his logo, and it'd be a really cool billboard. Or maybe you've got an advert for the airport and you've got this guy on it and that guy as well, one bringing in a plane and one landing it, of course, and have that advertising the airport, and then you could just have sort of airport written along the top or something like that. So given I've got these lovely stickers on a white backdrop of all these different professions and lots of other stickers sort of going begging in my city, I thought I could try and make a couple of those. You could even have one trying to recruit some police officers. Join the police, something like that. So yeah, that was an idea. So yeah, when I had that in my head, I thought what I really need to do is get two of these and get playing. But they're quite, yeah, as I say, hard to come by because I think they went into some really quite desirable Star Wars sets. The pieces with different stickers on go for an absolute fortune. So anyway, that is that. Let's hope they're not too discoloured underneath those stickers. A similar piece, ooh, we've got several things in here. A similar piece, but different, is these. Oh golly, they're completely different colours. I don't think they're supposed to be, but again, I think that's sun damage. We've not got a good start in this haul, but anyway, we've got these two pieces, and I can see two more. See which ones these match. So that one seems to match somewhere in between. I suppose if I get these in order of sort of some bleachedness, they don't look as different as the first two did from each other. So yeah, you can blend them in. But I was trying to get an absolute load of these. So I've got 3, 4 there. And two more. 5, 6. To make a huge, long, sloping path. Now, I already used these in my city. Wow, look at the difference between those two. They cannot be the same colour. They are. Wow. So that one will need to go right on the end of the discard. See, it doesn't look too different from that one. See, already that's broken up the difference quite a lot. Anyway, yeah, I've already using these as the path from my castle drawbridge that goes sort of down and around with all the glow-in-the-dark skeletal horses into the sort of ... of the wall. But I figured that maybe in the new city, Brick Nottingham 2.0, I might have a full sort of walkway up to the castle gate. Now, given that these only go down one whole brick height each, essentially I'm going to need a load of them for a very, 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 very long ramp. So I don't know if that's going to be possible. or if it'll just go sort of part of the way down and then turn into some steps or something like that. But if I am going to do that, I'm going to need quite a few of these, or I could have sort of it going like down that way, then going around a corner and then down that way some more. So anyway, either way, I'm going to need loads of these. So I thought I'd collect them. So we've got 6 to start us off onto the sort of what about 4 we've already got. So yeah, I think they're pretty good. So they came in all sorts of sets, including the 6419 Rolling Acres Ranch from 1992 in the unmistakable colour palette of Paradisa. I've never seen those pink half doors before at the back left there, but yeah, that is a really nice set actually. I like that. Good. Right, well, the other part that fell out there was this lovely and very, very minty fresh cloth piece in a banner. And my first question was, is it double-sided? And the answer is, yes, it is. Wow. That has got to be absolutely pristine, hasn't it? I mean, you can see there's a slight sort of edge issue on there, but I get the impression that that's from the original. Anyway, that is definitely good enough for me. This is a lovely piece from 6091, King Leo's Castle from 2000, which is one I got that huge piece that I thought was almost a sail for a ship because it was so huge, that huge piece of cloth that's kind of used as a tapestry in that set that I'm going to use as the top of a great big sort of seating area for all of the people watching the joust. So this was also in that set over the gate. And because it was kind of hanging that way, with the gate being like that, then I sort of presumed that it might be double-sided, but you never know. Lego might have sneakily just shown us the one good-looking side of that. But that is brilliant. So I'm going to leave that in its plastic so it remains minty fresh until I use it. But it means that maybe the head honcho of all of the ones that will be in that whole scene must be this guy, because he's got his emblem on this double-sided flag, but also that huge awning. So he must be the King of Kings, or maybe just a host of the joust. So yes, this scene probably won't be part of the brick Nottingham Castle that will be above the city, which is currently in the current city. I'm going to do this as part of it's kind of a side build, just either in the cabinets in this room over there, or basically as a new sort of distinct setup, which will be making use of some of the additional space in the new Lego room when it's finally done. That's why you haven't seen any builds of that yet, because it's kind of on the back burner for now. Anyway, moving on, we've got some nice stickered parts here. If I can get into this tricky bag, there we go. So we have 2 in blue, which are the same, with this rather wacky sort of, what would it be, bull skull type thing, with kind of a skull cap on in red, and he's got a very quizzical expression on, hasn't he? He looks rather fun, actually. So they are from the sets 8668, Side Rider 55 from 2006, which is a Power Racers set, which is where all the cool stickers come from, if you ask me. They just have absolutely loads of them, and these are no exception. Yeah, so these come off kind of a stunt truck, I suppose. I like the use of the clamp pieces as the side mirrors there, but yeah, really nice indeed. So I don't know what I'm going to use these 2 logos for, but they're cool, aren't they? Maybe it's the branding of a shop, or maybe it's even the sticker for one of those adverts next to somebody, though. Maybe not, actually. I don't know what he'd be selling that's signified by that, but yeah, it could be some sort of clothing brand or something, couldn't it? Yeah, ideas for that if you've got them. Now this is a part that I want from 7636. No, not 5000 as is on the sticker, but that is the Combine Harvester from 2009, which is a lovely set, a very lovely set, but just too big. I mean, if you have a Combine Harvester that's about sort of the size of a base plate, then the field that it needs to harvest needs to be absolutely huge. So I think that's one for people who just want to have a Combine Harvester on a shelf. But I got ages ago the other one of these, I think, which means I now have a pair, and I was moving these stickers onto the white tank of my smaller Combine Harvester to decorate it. So yeah, I changed my tank to a white one from the original sort of Scarecrow Batman orientated one, which was a bit sort of I think it was like day glow neon orange or something like that, neon yellow rather. So yeah, I'll be moving that sticker using my patented hot tea technique. very soon, and taking that off my wanted list. It's been on forever. Here are some more stickered pieces. Right, well, first of all, we've got some little flowers and some sunglasses from friends. I used the floppy purple flowers up the side of my hospital, and it's absolutely caked now. Every time I get one, I add it to that climbing plant, and it's absolutely full. And I've started collecting these blue ones as well to do the similar thing elsewhere. So that is great. I'll just put them down there. Then these two I kind of got for the stickers again, so it's good to see that they're in good condition. Now this is actually from quite a well sought after set, being 7936 Level Crossing 2010, mainly for that sort of vehicle that I've got actually in my city, that you can use to mount the tracks and actually drive along the tracks with a vehicle. I forget what they're called, but they're really cool. Yeah, this I thought I would decorate something train related that was yellow with one on each side, but that will be coming in a very upcoming brick haul, I think. So yeah, I'll put these safely to one side until I get that, but I'll be moving these onto that using the same technique that we just mentioned. Another bag here, we've got a Shadow Knight. Very nice. These are quite hard to get now. They're just getting more and more expensive, probably because I'm buying them and showing them off. That's what usually happens. I get into something and then the price starts going up. So these came in all sorts of sets, but this one came in 851499, the Knight's Kingdom chess set from 2005, which is a very good way of army building your castle minifigures, because obviously you get 16, well, or thereabouts, in two different factions basically. But as a result, the prices of these chess sets secondhand on eBay is going up. So anyway, there is one of those. So I can add him to his contingent. What else have we got? We have got the item market sticker, quite badly placed. We've got an air bubble under that, but I should be able to fix that, no problem. That came with the 71708 Gamers Market from 2020. Ninjago Prime Empire, and I just thought, well, maybe that could be used as a shop sign again. Maybe my plans for a new sort of extended Old Town, and this will be a shop where you can literally buy items, whole items, all for yourself, so that'd be nice. Then we've got a couple of blades for scythes. So I figured that skeletons should be armed with scythes, shouldn't they? So there'll be great big sort of sticks with a curved blade on the top. Yeah. We've got one more of these X Games type logos, which are really nice actually. They came on the set X Island Extreme 6739 Truck and Stunt Trikes from 2002. And I'm going to use these to decorate a great big skate park, hopefully. Hopefully I've got room for all this stuff. Oh look, there's Pepperoni there on that set. Real rad dude. Yeah, I'm hoping to hang these from lampposts all around that area when I get to that. I was hoping to squeeze it in the current city, and maybe I still will, because we're going to have to do quite a few builds in the current city while I'm getting on with decorating and, well, even finishing the new Lego room. We can't just instantly move in there. So I've got 3 Aquator logos for the deep sea cabinet. Can never have enough of those. And 3? Was it supposed to be 2 or 4? I don't know. Probably bought all they had of the sort of train crossing type stickers, because I'm going to need, well, I figure in a bigger city I'm bound to need at least one more train crossing, aren't I? So these particular ones come from that 7936 Level Crossing set, again from 2010, that we just looked at for the yellow pieces, though they're very similar to the ones that I've already got for 60098 and 60051, those 2 awesome trains. But yeah, I can move these onto the relevant pieces, which I think is actually a 2x2, but that one's not very centered. Whoop. Anyway, there we go. I'll probably need one more for another crossing if we're going to be approaching it from both sides. So it looks suitably decorated and like all the other ones. And then we're there, final bag, but I can see a mistake and I can see some very interesting stuff. So this is a mistake, but it's not a fundamental one, but these were sold to me, very interesting, aren't they, as medium lime colour. Well, they aren't medium lime in colour unless you are unfortunate enough to be colourblind. These look like, I don't know, some sort of mid aqua or something like that, but they're for the same use anyway, so I don't really mind. I got them because they're interesting. So these are actually called Scara Bed Supports and are part number 6941. So they'd have basically held up a bed, kind of like that, little feet, on sets like 3119, Sunshine Home from 1998, which sounds like somewhere Granny sent to live, poor gal. Yeah, it's a bad picture that, but they're down there on the bottom right, I can assure you. But the way I thought I'd use them as kind of texture on a wall, again, maybe as a frieze around a building, or maybe as a shop sign, or just some decor, or maybe as columns for a flower stop, a florist, or just either side of a door, just for an interesting shape. And people would go, wow, where do you get that? That's not Lego. Well, it is. Though how I'm going to attach it, I don't know. Oh, they look like axle holes. I bet they're Technic axles. Do we have a Technic axle? Oh, here's one. Ugh. Is that how that's connected? I was wondering if it was a pin. Kinda, but not very. No, actually, it isn't. That does not go in. No, it doesn't go in at all. So it's not an axle. How do I attach this to something else? I don't know how to attach it. So maybe I can't use them after all. I suppose a bar piece will go in there. But wow, they're going to be very tricky to use. So anyway, there's two of those for some decor on a building, if I can work out how to use them. And kind of a funny colour to match up with anything else. But I just thought for 50p each, I'd give it a go. So that's what this whole business is all about, trying to find interesting parts to use in interesting ways. Here's an interesting part. This is from 7774, Crab Crusher, the Aquator set from 2007, where I presume from the picture, which I can't see it on, means that this is from the backside of that submarine. I wanted it because one of the criticisms of my sub that I've got held together with magnets with one side on the top of glass and the rest hanging off the bottom was that it needed a hatch. And I thought, there's a hatch. I can use that. And maybe I can use the arrow and these sort of connector pieces somewhere else on that same build. So I'm going to probably chop this sticker up once I remove it carefully from its piece. So yeah, that is going to get butchered by me. Then we've got lots of awning type slopes. This blue with the yellow stripes. I've used the green and white equivalent of this on the back of Fast Food Corner. I really like it actually. So I can use loads of these sort of making the front of a store, especially in an old town, look very nice. And I got some of these last time actually from Sally and Edward with this sort of spiky profile on as well. So we can use loads of these. And the fact that they're quite chunky doesn't really matter because if it's the old town, everything would be a bit more old fashioned. So yeah, I'm kind of like these. I'm going to see what other types I can get. So yeah, I thought 6 would be enough for doing over 2 windows. So that's very nice indeed. I've got the final note, hurrah, that I need for just augmenting my jazz club sign. It's crazy hard getting just 2 of these in yellow. But anyway, they came on 41255, Pop Village Celebration from 2020, a troll set. Pretty vile. That's why probably no one's got any because no one wanted that troll set. But anyway, there you go. So I've got the second one of those finally. Got a load of these parts. Just yellow bricks, but with the 5 and the 10 on. I think these were from another football set actually, where you had to do some free kick scoring. There we are. We've got 3 5s and 3 10s. So that's from the 3401 Shoot and Score from 2000. There's Zinedine again on the front there. Yeah, and it's free kick practice that time. And I thought that I would use these, well, either on an extended station, because I have built these into my station platform kind of edges. And if you surround them with black bricks, it actually looks like a yellow outline, which is really clever, I think, if I do say so myself. And that looks really nice. But if I don't need them there, I was also thinking I could use them as depth markers under the sea in the deep sea cabinet. Maybe, you know, you're sort of 5 kilometers down here and you're 10 kilometers down here, and there's lots of sort of markers on all of the stilts that are going down, down, down into the deepest depths. So yeah, if I do that, I might need an even number, but yeah, I can always look out for more, or maybe I only need 2 of each. Who knows? And then finally, I just wanted these sort of corner slope pieces for all sorts of builds. Like they're good for statue kind of plinths. These ones come with stickers on, but that's because they were from the 712 200 Dimensions starter pack from 2015, where there's that huge Stargate type thing. I was trying to get one of those at one point, just have a great big Stargate, but I didn't in the end. But yeah, they're nice. I'll probably move these stickers and just put them somewhere safe so I can use them later. But yeah, they're nice. They're nice little patterns. Anyway, so that is that. So my haul was very interesting indeed, in that we had lots of these slopes for a great big castle kind of drive approach. These two for an upcoming train build. Some future-proof stuff for crossings. I love, absolutely love. I think the best bit is this cloth double-sided lion banner. That could have been in any condition at all, couldn't it really? But it's great. And all these different sticker pieces that I can make use of in all my upcoming builds and past ones as well. And the biggest question is, how on earth am I going to use these? Has anyone got any experience in attaching these to anything else? So anything from you would be greatly appreciated there. So yeah, a really good haul, and a really good haul from Amy. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. It is appreciated. Do remember to like, comment and subscribe for more awesome Lego brick hauls. And do also subscribe to Robin Hood Bricks if you want to see all of these pieces getting used in future builds. And if you value this channel, or that one, then there are many ways in which you can support me. Do check out the links in the description below. And if you want to send something to a future brick haul, like the wonderful Amy did, then do send me a package to the usual address and I will add it to a future brick haul. Wow, thank you very much for your contribution again today, Amy. So, yeah, brilliant. Until next time, I'm going to get washing all these pieces. See you. Yeah, it's a shame I can't use this. Or maybe it could be a billboard. You never know. Might be able to get it in somewhere. Ideas?